Rain whispers against the glass of an empty diner. Neon lights flicker red and gold, reflecting in puddles outside. Inside, a man sits alone. Immaculate suit, silver hair, eyes heavy with a kind of loneliness that can't be dressed in money. The waiter places a steaming plate before him, pancakes, butter melting slowly. He doesn't touch them, just stares. He had everything a man could buy, except someone to share it with. Outside, through the fogged window, a small face appears. A little girl no older than 7, rain dripping from her eyelashes. She presses her palm to the glass, staring at the food. Behind her stands a young woman, shivering, clutching her daughter's shoulder. She whispers, "Don't stare, Lily. Come on." But the child doesn't move. Inside, the man looks up. His eyes meet the girl's through the glass. For a heartbeat, 2 worlds touch. Then the girl's mother pulls her away into the dark rain. The man blinks. For the first time in years, something stirs behind those tired eyes. Cut to black. Thunder rumbles, a low, aching note. The man steps out of the diner, umbrella snapping open. The night is cold, the kind that bites through coats and memories alike. He walks toward his car, a black Mercedes gleaming beneath the streetlight. Then a voice trembling but clear from behind him. "Sir, my daughter's hungry. Can we join you?" He turns. The mother stands there, soaked, clutching her daughter's hand. The child's lips are blue, her eyes wide and hopeful. For a moment, silence. The rain fills it with mercy. He glances at the diner sign. Open. He nods once. "Come in." The waiter frowns but says nothing. They step inside, dripping, fragile, out of place among the glossy seats and silver napkin holders. The mother keeps her eyes low. The girl looks at everything with quiet wonder. Sometimes hunger isn't just for food. Sometimes it's for kindness. They sit across from him, awkward and silent. The waiter sets down 3 plates, pancakes again, syrup shimmering like amber under the light. The man gestures gently. "Eat." The girl hesitates, then takes a bite. Small, slow, reverent. Her eyes light up. They taste like birthdays. He smiles, genuinely for the first time in years. We haven't eaten since yesterday." "Thank you, sir." He says nothing, only nods, but his gaze softens. The sound of rain fades. The diner glows warm, the storm kept at bay by quiet laughter. The girl giggles as syrup drips down her chin. He hands her a napkin, a simple gesture, yet something changes in that touch. The mother looks up, truly seeing him now. The fine watch, the clean cufflinks, but behind them, grief. He used to eat alone every night, trying to fill the silence. Tonight the silence ate with him, and left full. Morning light breaks through gray clouds. The camera pans across the empty diner, chairs flipped on tables except one. Their table. 3 plates cleaned down to the last crumb, and a folded napkin where the man's hand once rested. The waitress picks it up. Inside is a $500 bill and a handwritten note. For the pancakes and the company. Cut to the mother and daughter walking down the street in soft daylight. The girl hums a tune, holding her mother's hand. "Mommy," he smiled. He really smiled. "Yes, sweetheart. Maybe we gave him a reason to." Sometimes a small act of kindness becomes the seed of something you never meant to grow. 2 days later, evening. The man sits again in that same diner booth. A fresh plate of pancakes before him, untouched once more. He glances toward the window as if waiting for something. Then the door chime rings. They walk in. The mother and Lily, dressed cleaner, smiles shy but bright. "You found me. We wanted to thank you again. For that night. Then stay. Let me thank you back." The waitress sets down 3 plates again. This time he eats too. Laughter fills the air. Genuine, human, alive. The girl shows him her drawing on a napkin. A sun, 3 stick figures holding hands. "That's us. We're friends now." He looks at it for a long moment, then folds it carefully and slips it into his wallet. He had boardrooms full of people, but never anyone who called him a friend. Montage. The trio laughing as rain starts outside again. The man driving them home in his car. Heater glowing orange. The girl waving at him from their apartment steps, shouting, "See you tomorrow." The car drives away, but he's smiling. For once, the road doesn't feel so lonely. Days turn into weeks. The diner becomes their place, same booth, same warmth. We see a sequence, Lily showing him her homework. The man reading bedtime stories at their table while the mother listens quietly. Him laughing at spilled syrup, wiping it off with a napkin like a father would. When the world had turned him cold, they made him remember what warmth felt like. Do you have family, sir? I had a daughter once. She would have been Lily's age. Silence. The air thickens. The mother covers her mouth, realizing the weight behind his quiet kindness. Lily crawls across the seat and hugs him. It's okay. You can share me. He laughs through tears. The sound cracks but heals something deep. In that moment, she filled a space that even time had been afraid to touch. The man, the girl, the mother, framed by the diner's warm lights, rain outside whispering gently against the glass. It's not about having more. It's about having someone. He takes out a worn photo from his wallet. His late wife and daughter. She's pretty. She was my light. Then we'll make new light for you. He smiles. A full, real, unguarded smile. He walked into their lives by accident and stayed because they let him belong. Winter arrives. The diner windows frost over. The streets outside glimmer with soft snow. Inside, their table sits empty. Steam rises from 3 untouched mugs of cocoa. He's never late. The man in his penthouse, surrounded by wealth, yet it feels colder than the snow outside. He's coughing, hand trembling slightly as he holds a photo. Lily's drawing of the 3 of us. Local billionaire Arthur Hale to receive Lifetime Award for philanthropy. He mutes it. Silence. The sound of his labored breathing fills the room. Money had always been his armor, but even gold can't protect a tired heart. Sir, Miss Elena and her daughter have been calling. Should I tell them you're unavailable? No, tell them I'm resting. Arthur stares out at the falling snow. I just need a little time. Maybe he's busy, sweetheart. He said he'd come today. When hearts begin to trust again, absence feels like betrayal. Days pass. He doesn't return. Then, news headline, billionaire Arthur Hale hospitalized, heart complications. Condition stable. The cup slips from Elena's hand, shattering. Hospital corridor, lights cold and sterile. Elena and Lily stand outside a private room. They enter. Arthur lies there, pale, weak, but when he sees Lily, his entire face lights up. You found me again. You forgot our pancakes. A dry laugh escapes his chest. Half joy, half pain. You both gave me more than doctors ever could. Don't talk like that. You'll get better. We'll go back to our booth. You know, I used to eat to forget, but with you, I remembered what it meant to live. He reaches under his pillow and hands her a sealed envelope. For Lily's dreams and yours. Arthur, no, we didn't come for that. We came because we missed you. Tears roll down his cheek. He squeezes her hand. You'll visit me again? Every time it rains. Sometimes the smallest promise can hold a man's entire reason to keep breathing. Weeks later, Arthur recovers, slow but steady. Doctors say it's a miracle. He says it's a reason. The diner again, bright spring sunlight, laughter, people filling every booth. Arthur walks in, thinner but smiling, holding a cane. You're back. Had to keep a promise. Elena and Lily already waiting. You came. I told you. Every time it rains, outside gentle drops start to fall. He'd spent a lifetime searching for meaning in the noise of money, but found it in the quiet voice of a hungry child who only wanted to share a meal. They eat, laugh, and talk. The camera pans out slowly through the window. The rain soft, the neon light warm again. Same diner, same table. But now it's home. They say every story comes full circle, but the most beautiful ones end where hearts begin to heal. Rain falls again, gentle, rhythmic, like a heartbeat. The diner glows gold against the wet streets. Inside, a new family fills the booth by the window. Arthur, Elena, and little Lily. Lily is older now, maybe 9. She's cutting pancakes carefully with a fork, laughing as Arthur pretends to steal a bite. Hey, those are mine! I bought the whole diner. That means these are mine. Then I'm charging you rent. They burst into laughter. The waitress shakes her head fondly. You 3 are impossible. The photo on the wall, Lily's place. The same diner now rebuilt under their name. Children sit at every table. No one looks rich, but everyone looks fed. Arthur at the counter, signing a check for supplies. The same hand that once signed billion-dollar deals now signs for bread and milk. Make sure no one leaves hungry tonight, ever. He looks toward Elena and Lily, eyes soft, proud. He used to measure life in profit. Now he measured it in smiles. the only currency that never loses value. Arthur steps outside with Lily. She twirls in puddles, laughter echoing. A homeless man sits by the curb, drenched and shivering. Lily tugs Arthur's sleeve. Daddy. He's hungry. Arthur smiles gently. Then let's ask him the right question. They approach. He kneels beside the man. My daughter's hungry. Can we join you? The homeless man blinks, confused, then laughs through tears as they all step inside together. It started with hunger and ended with love. Sometimes the richest meal is not the one you eat, but the one you share. The camera pans out, the diner glowing against the night. 3 figures at the window, joined by a 4th. Rain begins again, gentle, endless, forgiving. Kindness doesn't ask what you have, it asks what you can share. Love once given always finds its way back.